Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hola, people. How are you guys doing? Just giving it a minute for you guys to get your notifications and get on. How are you guys doing this afternoon? Drop a hey, how you doing? Drop a thumbs up. She says, "Oh, you rang." I got my lunch in my teeth. All right, so fairly quick video. Hello. Good afternoon. Am I in my Facebook group or my Facebook page? Because it says Facebook user. Hold on. Edit. Okay, no, I'm on my Facebook page. I wonder if when it says Facebook user, does that mean it's showing comments from Shaquille Lavelle, which I forgot to put up so that I can see your comments because I never get to see comments from there. All right, so I see 3 comments from there. Okay, Miss Wood, hey. AJ, greetings, good afternoon. So no, I don't see you guys. So I definitely need to have this open because I don't know why it does that. I don't see comments whenever anyone's watching from Shaquille Lavelle and I'm on StreamYard. So let me just kind of prop you guys up right there. Hello. All right. First, let me reintroduce myself. My name is H to the Izzo. All right. Hello everybody. I am Shakia, the professor of Honestly Speaking and 365 Creative Academy. And I wanted to come on because I just have like a quick question. I need for you guys to really think about this question I want to ask and be very honest. It's for a reason. It's to help me. You know, y'all always ask, how can I help you? Being engaged in posts like this so that it will help me gauge like how to structure classes and things like that, or like live videos, or just all the stuff I do to teach. So my question to you guys is, like I said, it's time for a real honest moment. When you decided to get into Silhouette Studio and things like that, or let's say for those who are doing this and you're saying you want a business. So it's like a couple part question, maybe like a 3-part question. One, with wanting to learn Silhouette Studio and things like that, was it first just to learn it so that it's a hobby? It is a craft. And sometimes hobbies, when I was doing stuff, I wasn't doing it for money. It's just stuff that I like to do. And crafts and hobbies are expensive. So for those who want to do business now, did you just go into it like, okay, I got this brand new machine, it better make me some money? Or, hey, I'm good at this, I should try and make money from it. Where did you fall at in that? Like, just jump into it, don't know anything about it. I just paid out hundreds of dollars for this machine. How can I make some money from it? Or I purchased this, I'm using it for myself, I'm making stuff for myself, my kids, my grandkids, gifts. Oh, I'm great at this. Just sound like if you're someone that's learning to bake a cake or you're learning to cook, you get really great. You're probably just cooking for your family. You become really great at it. And now you become a caterer. And you are really great at baking cakes. Now you become, you are a baker. You make and you sell custom cakes or just regular old cakes. Are you guys like that within your crafting as well, or your hobbies? Did you develop a love for it and now it becomes a business? Or are you just jumping straight into it and said, show me the money? All right. So some people said it was a business turned into was a hobby that turned into a business. Somebody's I just jumped into it. I want to make money. Hobby first. It started as crafts for me, and multiple people started asking for items, and then I decided to roll it out as a business. Started as a hobby. I realized people wanted to buy my crafts. Okay. So I have a question, like for Jasmine. Is like, so when you said, okay, multiple people started asking for items, did you ever at some point when they were asking for items, you're like, okay, I like to make it. I'm going to make it and I'm going to gift it to someone. Did you ever start off that way where it wasn't just like selling it and you did it to where you would make it and you would just gift it to someone? Let's see. Yes, I can see you, Miss Laura. How you doing? Definitely a hobby. Jumped into it, part-time moneymaker, and now I got serious. You can't have both. Jasmine, there's no way to do both. It was either, because if you decided and you went into it and it's like, okay, I made a tumbler, it looks great. Oh, that's cute. Give me one. And you said, okay, yeah, is this price? Then that's not doing both. You went into it making money. If you went into it to where it's like, okay, I'm making this, I'm spending my own money. I'm not getting anything in return. I'm just making this. I'm giving it to people. That's different. There's no way to say that you did both. It has to be one or the other. Hobby and wanting something to do, and now I sell some things. Okay. There's no such thing as a combo. Anything my son and I can do together and can make money. We're all creative. We never find what I want. Marketplace. Started off as a hobby. Now I want to make money from it. I did it because I really like to craft and people wanted to buy stuff. Okay. People say people want to buy stuff. Did they really want to buy stuff? Or they just say, hey, I like that. And it goes back to that question. Did you just because someone showed interest, did you immediately think, oh, I need to charge them for this? Did it ever cross your mind to just, you're doing what you love, make it and give it to someone, donate it to someone? Okay, so that brings up a good point for me. So here's another thing. So let's take out silhouette. You already were doing something kind of creative in like making shirts. And so you added the HTV shirts. So that's a little bit different. So maybe just saying like in general, were you, whether it's with a silhouette or whatever, like your hobbies turned into a business. So I think yours might be a little bit different because you wanted to learn silhouette to be able to do the HTV shirts, but you kind of already had a sense of like knowing like about shirts and placement and all those different things. All right. So I went into it from the jump, making money. Nothing was given away for free. Okay. So here is the second part of this question. When you decided that, let's say, even with whether it's as a hobby or if you're making this for money, did you go with ready-made things however they came, resize them or crop them down to certain things, stretch them out, because Lord knows y'all like to make some stuff disproportionate, and just whatever you had, I'm going to put this there. I'm going to cut it out for a centerpiece. I'm going to cut it out for stickers. I'm going to print it out to sublimate. There was this SVG, here it is, or I'm just going to trace it. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm not going to change colors. How long did you even start doing that? And if you did, how long before you're like, oh, I don't have time for this. I want to now do my own. Like I want to create my own stuff. But when you were learning it, did you take the time before, or did you go straight into, I want to customize, I want to put people's name on stuff? So there was a method behind my madness with doing this. This was just just me posting this. I had a whole bunch of people. Oh, I love that color. Can I get one of those? That's where this came from, and showing that example that there is nothing customized. Now I plan to customize it, but there's nothing customized on here. I took a regular background. I'm not adding no name. I'm not adding mom life. I'm not adding any of that. I took a background, I sized it, I put it on this Tumblr. Do is it like, do you feel like there's nothing creative about that? Like I wanted to, but this sells. Did you go into it where it was, I want to customize everything, or I can take ready-made things and take it as is and just resize that one thing? She says, but it's nice though. I started out customizing, ready to go. I do ready made. I went into it wanting to add names, ready made things, and I still am. She's like, when I saw you post it, I was like, let me share it. Thank you. I struggled with ready made. I'm a customs, I guess, like a custom kind of guy who I do customs. Okay. Started out doing everything custom. Would love to get into ready made. Okay, I would take ready made things and just change one, two things. Then that's not ready made. That's not ready made. So you're just taking it, sizing it, printing it, applying it. That's not ready made. You are still customizing it. Ready to go and learning to add custom designs. I started out customizing. I wish to only do ready mades. I like the customizing part. Custom tends to be all I do. And you started out doing customs. So, okay, with you starting out doing customs, was it a harder learning curve for you? Um, and with doing customs, did you know design programs, or were you trying to learn the design programs just for customs? So that means you never learned the basics of whatever design program you're using. You went straight into how to use, how to customize, how to change stuff, how to ungroup and do all of those things. Let's see. I started using SVGs for shirts, but then I wanted to learn how to make my own designs. Nope, I have been following you from the beginning, learning the software. I started out customizing and did ready-made for family. I've been personalizing shirts since high school. Yeah, see, that's different. See, that's how I am. I've been doing it since high school. Um, I used to paint them by hand. Then I moved to printing out designs and tracing on shirts. Yeah, see, I've done them from the beginning. Um, Selling stuff because I need my hobby to pay for itself. But then that's not a hobby. Like as a hobby, people who don't have a hobby. I know people that do, they make model planes and it's for their house. They're going to spend a lot of money on it and they're never going to make money on it. My son's hobby when he was younger was trains. We spent one Christmas over $500 on trains because he liked to build train sets. Did he ever sell it to anyone? No. That is a hobby. A hobby is not to make money from it. A hobby is something that it brings pleasure to you. No matter how much money you spend on it, you're never going to see a return because most people have a very expensive hobby and it stays in their house. That is a hobby. The moment you're trying to make money from it, that's not a hobby. That's a business. Um, I customize my party favors. Does that count? Yes, it does. I use SVGs from the Silhouette Library and Etsy when I first started gradually customizing more since learning from you. Let's see. I speak on that all the time. So I know about the it's not a hobby then. Went straight to changing things. People would send me messages like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I would download in Silhouette and go to work. So just so you went your first time opened up Silhouette, someone sent something to you and said, "Hey, can you make this?" And so you don't know Silhouette, and how did you learn to do it? So was it a tight time frame? Is it just like watching videos and like you don't know anything about it? I'm going to figure out how to add it, or you knew another design you knew design before you got to Silhouette. And then I'm going to move into my last question. YouTube University. Girl, trains, boy, did I ever spend on that Heckle and Jekyll. Yeah, I mean, we spent a good MJ had, and then he didn't even want like the regular ones. Those ones that move, those things were expensive. Like, and it's like the whole Thomas. He wanted the whole Thomas the train set. So getting those motorized ones, oh my gosh, we were in Toys R Us like every other week. He wanted a new train, and that was we spent Christmas. I want to say it was probably like $300-400. His birthday was probably like MJ probably has about $2,000 worth of train stuff in this house, and even trying to get rid of. I say, how much money we spend on that? Zonnie might finna love some trains because baby, it's a good some money in these trains in this house. You learn from watching me on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so for those of you who kind of like right now, for whatever reason you got into Silhouette, you're learning new. And look, if you say print and cut, I'm gonna go off. Print and cut has a lot of different things. So don't just tell me print and cut. Print and cut for what if it was print and cut? When you first open up your Silhouette program, not the machine, screw the machine, opened up the Silhouette program, what was the first thing you wanted to know how to do? What was the first thing? You open it up, you got this, people saying, okay, get Silhouette, get Silhouette. You're looking at the screen for the first time. What did you naturally gravitate to? Okay, I want to make this. I want to make that. Everyone, I need to know every damn thing. Do y'all know that that's the fastest way to like not move? Wanting to know how to do everything is the fastest way to stay in one place because you have no direction, you have no focus. There's no progression to learn. And this is why you find yourself frustrated. Lord, I can't figure this out because I want to do this, I want to do that, and all of it just looks the same. I'm so fun. Y'all drive me crazy when y'all say that. I want to know how to do everything. You got to have a starting point. You as a person, you weren't just born with legs and stuff. You started out from a sperm and an egg, and that stuff had to grow. Why does it become different in our everyday, like crafting or business and just learning? Bringing backgrounds, size, and printing was the first thing. I wanted to learn how to cut vinyl for shirts. Okay, so you wanted to learn how to cut vinyl for shirts, but what are you cutting? Did you go in and just make a square and I want to cut it? Were you getting an SVG and just cutting it? Did you just bring in a PNG? It's like, okay, I got a JPEG. How do I cut it? So did you want to learn how to cut a picture for HTV? Because you just said, I want to learn how to cut, but what you finna cut? What's on the screen? The internet will have you try everything. Got to learn how to stay in my lane. Edit fonts to make signs and pillow covers. Type a word, size it, upload a pic to print, and have the machine recognize the registration marks. So a print and cut. But for what? So have the machine recognize its registration marks. Because see, for me, Maria, if you say type a word, size it, upload a pic to print, and have the machine recognize registration marks, what is cutting? Are you making that for, was that something where you were trying to create a print and cut shirt? Was it a centerpiece? Like you want to have an image of Elmo and Makai Jeremiah? How do I make that cut as one? Personalized cards, how to design, period. So if you wanted to learn how to design just period, did you take the time to just go through the machine, like go through any program and just click on stuff, see what it does, F some up, typing out letters, okay? My grandbaby's name on HTV, in HTV. Started with simple text, but soon moved to SVGs. So I have a question. For those that say they wanted to make their SVGs, I always wonder about that. What exactly do you mean by that? Because you do know if you just type out her grandbaby's, she want to type out her grandbaby's name. You type that out. It's in Silhouette. Silhouette Studio is a vector program. You have created an SVG. You take a heart, but come on Valentine's Day, you take a heart. That is a vector file. Once it's in there, you have, if you can fill that heart with color, that's a vector file. That is an SVG. My logo, that is an SVG. When you guys are saying, I want to learn how to make SVGs, what do you mean by that? Because anything that is a shape, all designs are nothing but shapes. So anything that's text or a combination of shapes put together is an SVG. Is it now, oh, I wanted to learn how to make faces and characters. I wanted to learn how to make characters. That's different than just saying I want to make an SVG, because a box is an SVG. A circle is an SVG. But if it's like, I want to know how to make words, like designs with words to the front, to the right, make it big, that's different. How can you guys expect any instructor, how can you expect to get something from a YouTube video if you're watching it? Because it's a lot of people seem like that you don't really know what you want. I want to make an SVG. What type of SVG? I want to create my own designs. Why? Like, does this look like a simple design to create? This, you want to make your own design, right? Okay, no, here's a good question. With making your own, if you wanted to design, right? On average, in your mind, how long do you think making a design should take? How long? How long should making a design take? I don't have the patience. I am how to do it, not why I do it. Okay, that's an honest moment. Like, you just want to know how to do it. So with knowing, just wanting to know how to do it, when you don't know, like, okay, someone goes and they show you something, right? It's 1,000 ways to make a chip bag. It's 1,000 designs. So if I just show you the one, when you want to go do your own, if there's no video for that one, then what do? You want to go into a group and ask somebody and hope that someone's nice enough to whatever to walk you through it and type it out or whatever. But if then someone says, okay, I can show you, but you got to pay me. Then I don't want to pay folks for that. 30 minutes, 15. Woo! I see the problem. Y'all know that designers take days, hours to make designs. Never happen. That will never happen unless it's just a name or something like that. This took me days. Like, a lot of y'all want this. Oh, Shakia, can I have? And in a way, it's like, no, like, because y'all don't appreciate this, because y'all don't want this whole design for $3. Okay, yeah, can I get that? Oh, I want to buy it, but I don't want to pay the amount for it. I want to pay $1 for this. This took me days. These are all different pictures. So to trace them, put them in places and arrange them, this took days, not hours, not minutes. You can't create. And then that's even just arranging pre-made stuff. So when someone goes to design the Garfield, so if you were to draw out this Garfield, how long you think that's supposed to take? See, the problem is y'all watch these YouTube videos that sped up. So they showing you the quick 15-minute way. But it don't take 15 minutes to create a design. I've done live videos, and when I'm going and it's a bunch of different stuff and you're trying to figure out ways, it's not, I don't think maybe once or twice to where I've made a design and it's okay, boom, it's right the first time. But usually it's like, okay, here's a version of this, here's a version of that. Okay, let me move this. Does this look good? Y'all have unrealistic expectations of what it means to be a designer. So when you go and it's like, I want to create my own stuff, I don't want to pay nobody. You know, that's time is money. As a creative entrepreneur, time, that is the most accurate cliche ever. That time is money for creative entrepreneurs. Because the more, like, the time that you spend designing is time that you can't actually make stuff. So while you think that you're wasting money buying designs, why not change your mindset? And that is your graphic designing department. You're not going to reach 6 figures, 7 figures by yourself trying to be the designer, trying to put it together. Because some people say, like, if you're okay, like, okay, nope, I just want some extra change and a little bit of pocket change. But I see so many people, because people advertise that, oh, you're gonna make 6 figures, 7 figures. I'm gonna help you be a 6-figure earner. You're gonna be a millionaire. Oh, I'm gonna help you get 5 figures. Okay, you're gonna make an extra $10,000 a year. Y'all know that's real. My creative business, we're going over that tonight. You know how hard that is when you have to do everything and you're trying to customize? Do you understand how hard that is? Major companies is what? You know what that is? Companies, they go and they say, this is an art department. This is this department. This is that department. Instead of you feeling like you wasting money, oh, I don't want to buy no designs, I want to make my own. You know what I consider them? People ask me, let me check with my art department. Creative Fabrica, Etsy, Vector Stock, all of those are my design. That's my design department. Because as you grow and if you were to become a company, you're going to pay somebody out a hell of a lot more than $2 a file for them to go and make designs for your company. You want to set yourself apart? You want to have custom stuff? You're going to have to pay for that. So as your company grows and you're known as that premier company that have these dope custom designs, you ain't going to be able to keep making them. Or if you are going to be the designer, you damn sure going to have to pay somebody else. The way you make money is to increase how much you can actually produce, how much you can actually put out. So if you designing, when you going to have time to make stuff, when you going to have time to package it, when you going to have time to put it on your website, when you going to have time to check your website, process the order, fulfill the order, take the customer service call. Well, how many pictures you want to Pookie on there? How you spell his name? Well, this ain't first. What color is it going to be? You know, you want this. Okay, well, mommy of the birthday boy. How many different relatives we got to do? Mommy the birthday boy, dad the birthday boy, and then the auntie one. Okay, I want auntie Tutu of the birth. All this stuff that you got to talk to your customer for that. They send you these names that you got to verify the spelling. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be spelled. You got to send the stuff for the proofs. It ain't just the kind of, it's like, this my stuff. Send me what you want. I'm gonna make it. I'm done. You can't have that mindset in this. So all of these things add up, right? So if you want to grow, you want to work for yourself, you want to make your salary or more, where you like wherever you're at, you want to make that. You don't think you're gonna need some help? You think you're gonna be able to make all that money yourself doing customs? You don't want no help. Etsy, Creative Fabrica, design bundles, that's help. Change your mindset. Stop looking at them as it's costing you money. That's help. Oh, I don't have nobody to help me. I'm so stressed. I don't have nobody to help me. Them them websites is help. That's one less thing you got to do. When you don't want to pay anyone to go over your website, oh my God, they charging me $200, $400 just to add some pictures to a website. You can either pay somebody else $200 to go and add them pictures to their website, or you can do it yourself. But in the time that you were doing it yourself, you couldn't work on this $200 order. Either way it go, you're losing $200. You're either going to make $200 or you're going to pay out $200. Or you can spend that time making money and make $400 to pay the $200, and you still made $200. Okay. What do y'all really think business is? LLCs? Oh, yeah, that's cute. No, that's not. Dunn's number? Oh, that's cute. That's not business. My mission this year is to get to really think about what business is. I saw my girl Yolanda. I see people on her lives and they looking at the fact that she got, oh, I want the big printer. I want the big press. You ain't even mastered your Cameo. You ain't mastered your 16 by 20 press. You complain if you got okay, well, I brought me a 15 by 15. Oh, I want to do all overs, but I don't want to buy a 16 by 20 press. Then you want to struggle. You want to make money, but you don't want to invest no money. You don't want to invest money in classes. You don't want to invest money in equipment. You want the money to fall down and hit your lap. Let's be real. Let's be honest with what we're doing right now. Let's be real honest about what we're doing for our business. How many of you have actually sat down and wrote down the vision? What's your plan? What's your goals? How do you plan to get there? What's your magic number that you want to make? Got to spend money to make money, girl. The truth. She said, I invest, but thank God I saved you. Save me money. And at the time, it don't even be worth it because it took you too long to get an order out. Not when you have to pay for rewiring, so they won't burn down their house for the big. Oh, yes, God. People don't think about that. You want that big press? Oh, you got to get your house rewired. Yeah. Definitely do. I am I'm ready to spend money for classes. Just don't know which classes to take. All your classes looking. Oh, thank you, girl. Appreciate it. Write the vision and make it plain. I love. Don't get me like. I get frustrated all the time, like because I see what people want, but I also see a lot of people doing it backwards. And it's not to say to hold you back. I see a lot of people, you're new to the game, but you want to make the same money somebody that's been in the game. If I go and I say I'm selling a tumbler for $50 You want to sell that tumbler where you got a person, you ain't even blend out the bottom. You taking any, my clients, they send me a picture and it's a rest in peace. I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. I empathize. But baby, if cousin Joe looked like this and all you gave me is a picture of his arms cut off and it's right here, baby, I can't do nothing with that. Can you put some wings on this on the back of a head? All you gave me was a head. Heck, no, I'm not going to put my name on this. Shakia made this and she put some wings on the back of JoJo's head. Baby, no, hell no, Shakia did not. Don't tell nobody that. But we want to make so much money. You don't want to turn nothing down that you're afraid to tell them, I can't work with that picture. I can have clients come on here and tell you, nope, I can't do nothing with that. I can't do nothing with it. But I can't do nothing with it. Sorry, can't help you. And then I go and I see people, they make the stuff. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. Be very proud of when you're actually able to do it. It's like, hey, you got it on the background. I'm not taking anything away from that because that's an accomplishment in of itself, but that's still learning. Is you now you made the first step. You got the sky, you got the picture on there, you got a name and all this other stuff. And just because it took you 3 hours to comprehend that because you didn't want to learn the program to begin with, you can't want to charge somebody $50 for a tumbler and it looks like a kindergartner did it. What? I don't want y'all to take that the wrong. I don't know how to. I'm trying to be real, but I'm also trying to offend anyone because whatever you put on the screen, if you're able to do it, so many people who have not even done that. So I want you to give yourself, pat on the back. Hey, you did it. But just getting it on there is not the end of it. Now, what can you do to make that better? We'll look at stuff ourselves and be like, oh my God, that's great. That's great. Like, and I see people in the group, oh my God, that's just so amazing. And I ain't trying to say I'm hating, but I'm like, we being honest, right? My business is called Honestly Speaking. I'm being very transparent. I look at some posts and y'all be like, oh my God, that is so amazing. How did you do that? I want to buy it. Baby, what your standards? I mean, great job for getting it done, but we're not there. Like, okay, what can we do now to make this better? Because I'm looking at you with a picture of somebody just standing. Is this angle, an arm cut off? You traced it and it's flat here. It's just a straight bottom. We don't know little simple techniques. Let's cover that up with the name or something. Put a heart there, put a dove there. To where it ain't just somebody head float. I'm sorry, actually, that's kind of creepy to me. When people make, I'm like, okay, let's look for real though. That's the most creepiest thing in the world. For you to have this background of the sky and some clouds, and y'all got somebody's head just floating up there. Baby, that's the most creepiest thing in the world. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. That drives me crazy. She said, honestly speaking. She said, I'm gonna look outside, see if you're looking at my window. I just seen this yesterday. Person posted and asked who wants a class. I was thinking, baby, you need a class. Get off my live, Gucci. Get off my live. Gucci, get off my live. Bye. Get off. Don't come back. But I mean, man, I love what I do and I want to see people be great, but I am getting to a point, like I'm being real with y'all right now. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to help all those who want to be a creative entrepreneur and be your best self. For those who are saying they want to design and all of this, like, you got to put in the work. And people just kind of like, it's okay to be like, oh, that's great. That's a great start, or, encourage them in what they're doing, but then maybe even make some suggestions and people not take it like take it to heart or take it negatively when people are giving you suggestions on ways to improve it or make it better. Adding a bunch of halos and stuff, or oh, my designs be better if I go into Photoshop. Nah, because now you got way too many tools. You got way too many you got way too many glows. You embossing stuff that ain't got to be embossed. You putting shadows and stuff that don't have supposed to have no shadows. You trying to use blend modes you don't know how to use. Sometimes I'm like, if you don't stay away from Photoshop, because you don't Photoshop this to where, baby, now it just look cray and Z. I did this live. I want to go back. I'm going to go in and just take comments and stuff from this. And my goal is to just figure out a way to take what people want, like looking at what you guys want and getting my team to help build like what works for people. Helping people to identify, do you want to have, okay. One of the things I'm my girl Kiana, right? She has this program now where it's like already made for you. Some people say they want a t-shirt business. This is why you have stuff like you have sites like Principal and sites like that, because okay, I want to have a t-shirt business, right? You know, you can have a t-shirt business without being the person that actually makes the designs and make the t-shirts. I want, I have a vision. I want somebody else to do it. You make the shirts, whatever. It's going to be on my site. I'm just maintaining the site. Y'all send it, the drop shipping. That's a way of doing t-shirts. If you want to just have a t-shirt business, I want to make my own. I'm going to design them. I can press them, but I'm going to get transfers. That's a t-shirt business. She has one. I think she's like, it's like ready, like made for you t-shirt course. And it's like, okay, it's everything, or made for you t-shirt business. I think it is, or something like that. And it's like giving you all the elements that you need to just start it. And you're not really doing any work. There's a lot of companies that are out there that want to do it. What I'm like, as much as I love all of y'all who watch, I'm trying to get to a point to where if you're not for me, if I can't, if what you're trying to do don't line up with what I'm trying to teach, I love you, but I can't help you. I'm tired of stressing myself out, crying at night, not getting any sleep because I'm trying to help people who are trying to do things outside. Like if you just want to jump into it, you don't want to learn the program, you don't want to do this. I just want to know, I want to know the how. For those who just want to know the how, trying to do stuff, look, it's some videos I got. It's 7 years of videos. I suggest you go watch that. But my teachings now is to teach you the why. If you want to just don't come my inbox. Don't email me. Don't book a one-on-one. I'm not showing you how to do something. I'm gonna show you why. I can't show you, I can't be the person that's gonna stand by your side and you're like, oh, I want to have a business. I want to charge people $30, but my designs look like Zani Money drew it. I can't help you. I'm not your professor for that. And I'm starting to realize that like it's okay. The same way I would hope you guys realize that every customer is not for you. Every order is not for you. Every design is not for you. I'm hoping with me learning that and not trying to service everybody, it will help others realize that I can cut back and I can still be successful because it's less stress. What can you do for your business that's going? Actually, that's another question. Do you like what you do? No, being honest, like out of the 7 days of the week, how many days of the week do you actually enjoy it? You're saying you want this business, or how many days where you're like, you know what, man, F these damn customers. They get on my nerves. Be very honest. If I challenge you to be honest, out of 7 days out of the week, how many days do you truly, truly love what you do? And how many days is it like, you know what, man, F this ish? I was like, why do I hear that? I hear my voice. She said 5.5 because baby, sometimes I can't take what's in my inbox. She said, I agree. I watch YouTubers and I'm like, what in the HE double hockey six is that? She said, I quit every day. I see my kind of people. Sometimes I be ready to quit every day. I love doing embroidery. I love doing small items. So the other stuff frustrates you. I just hate bad customer service. I want what I pay for, and I want to give customers what they pay for. Hmm. Um I love creating, but can't do it all the time because I need to learn how to make my business successful. So for you can okay, maybe I shouldn't say you love what you do. So y'all trying to tell me there's no day when you're frustrated and you're like, I love what I do. Some days are frustrating. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so maybe it's not I love what I do, but it's not every day I don't want to do it. Like some days it's just very overwhelming, it's very frustrating. And I'm just like, man, look, I don't know how many days I can do this. She says every day because I stay in my lane. I love what I do. I get frustrated with what I can't do. I love what I do. I don't take on what I can't handle. There are always frustrating days. She said every day I flip my ish and quit at least for a couple of hours anyway. I cut back on the items I offer. I took your advice as much as I want to make all the money. I was all over the place. I love what I do, but I get overwhelmed at times. And that's what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I love what I like. Maybe that wasn't the right way to say it. I love what I do, but is it frustrating sometimes? And it's like days where it's like, man, I question, is it worth it? Like this stress of everything. And I'm like, and I have multiple businesses. I love what I do. I get frustrated, but I love it. I love learning different things. I've learned to understand everyone isn't for you and not going to love what I put out. Ooh, baby. Let me tell y'all something. If that ain't the realest statement ever, as creative entrepreneurs, we assume that everything we do is great, which I mean, it is great to you, and that everyone should love it. Newsflash, everybody got different tastes. You might like it. You might design something you thinking, yes, I did that. And you send to your client and they're like, no, I don't like that. You can't get mad at them because they don't think like you. Your vision is not their vision. They had something else in mind. Or it can look great, all right, but I don't want this. But then you get mad when you have to change it. Like you can't really, everybody not gonna like everything you do the first time. That's something you definitely got to learn as a creative entrepreneur, that everything you put out, everybody ain't gonna like it. Your client ain't gonna like it. And they may say, you may go and yes, you've done. That's why y'all got to implement design fees, whether they like it or not. Okay, you took your time to design it. All right, yeah. And if you keep going back and forth and you still not getting a vision, who's okay? When has that ever happened to anyone? And you design and they just like, no, 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 no. I don't like that. Do you take offense to it? I was like, okay, well, unfortunately, I'm not able to, I guess provide. But this is like the design fee is non-refundable no matter what, because I took the time to design and I could have been doing something else. So no, you're not paying for the rest of it, but I did take time to design. Do you get this design? Whatever I created? No. But you're not going to waste my time. You got to learn to be honest with that, because there are going to be times where you design some stuff and it's just like, no, it's a no. Oh, all right then. Sorry I couldn't serve, sorry I couldn't be of service to you. Maybe next time, maybe with a different design. She said, happened to me yesterday. I had to take a step back because I get overwhelmed and I'm all over the place at times. But now, working to put things into perspective, to learn and let my business work for me and not me killing myself for my business. I want to throw these hands up many times. Um, yep. I used to get mad, not now. It's like you get 2 changes for free. The rest is a fee. Okay. That's happened to me before. I love what I do, but like sometimes life throws me off and I want to quit because sometimes I have to regroup. Oh, that's a good one. Short tempers and custom designs don't go together. Oh, that's a good one. I wasn't offended, but I did ask for more of their input. They came to me with whatever you come up with. I went back to the drawing board with their input and came up with something they liked. That, oh man, I want to put that on a shirt. That's a good one. Short tempers and custom designs don't go together. Damn, that's a good one. I won't allow myself to quit. I believe in finishing what I start. I dedicated 4 to 5 hours a day reviewing your videos and classes until I get what I'm trying to learn. When I get stuck, I email you and I answer when available. That's right. Ain't that right, Gucci? That's a whole post right there. That's a whole post. Damn. That just gave me a whole other like, oh wow. Um my auntie wanted tumblers, but no input, so I didn't do it. Was I wrong? And that's where those designs, like when you want to do custom and now you're frustrated because they didn't tell you what you want, that's when you go and you don't design it. Go to Creative Fabrica, go to Design Bundles. Hey, I saw they just said, okay, I want a month. Okay, I saw this, and this. Which one do you want? That's where those come in handy. Like that's where that's perfect because you're gonna stress yourself trying to figure out a custom design. Okay, here's A, B, C, and D. It's ready made. You ain't gotta do nothing but size it and print it and press it. She says, let's make a deal. My situation is different. I own 1,000 square feet of craft machines and tools, all paid for because I wanted it. And now doing business, I'm not pressured to buy equipment, no loans or payment plan. I can just do business. Ooh, also my business is not needed to pay my bills. My position is the reason why I offer to help others as much as I can. I want to give back because I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Um, acting things I had to learn as I was used to learn was I used to ask what others thought and the design everyone likes. The customer didn't they actually liked the one I made first before I made. Oh, I'm like that too. The very first one that I make is the one that they like, and I did all this other stuff, and they go, and I'm like, so I could have stopped at the first one. What kind of mess? I'm thinking I'm doing that happens to me all the time. I create all this stuff and they pick the very first one. And I'm just like, dang. Like I be feeling like I did my thug dizzle on this one. And you want the basic one? Damn. I can read between the lines. I figured it out. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of come. This is market research for me. I can't be the best professor. I can't provide the greatest creative school ever if I don't understand what my audience wants. And I can get on here and throw a whole bunch of stuff at you. oh, it's a class for this, a class for that. But if it ain't the class that you really need, like, there's some people that want to learn the program inside out to where they can go in and without a class go in and design. I don't have to look at anyone's class to come up with whatever design I want because I know graphic designing inside and out. Well, I say inside and out. I mean, I'm kind of dope at what I do, So I don't necessarily have to go and say, okay, let me take a class to do this or to do that because I know designing techniques. I know composition. I know color schemes. I know these things because I've learned these things before when I was not making money, when I was not teaching. I'm able to do it, which is why folk love my designs. So but then there are some people where they just, like they said, I want to just know the how. They say, I want to learn how to make a chip bag. Okay, well, what kind? One with the picture, one with just a background? Do you want to be and I've asked this before, do you want to be the person that knows how to make all of these elements? Or do you want to be the person that knows how to customize this? That's a very big difference. The person that takes the time to do all of these squares, to know how to do the open arrow, to cut it off, to then go in and arrange it. This, right? Okay, I'm going to close off with this. Let's just take this mug for an example, right? Or the design that's on here. There are a lot of different design elements in this, right? It could be where I don't know how to make any of this, but I saw these triangles, right? Do I know that it's a triangle? It's an offset. It's a compound path. It's four squares. It's a compound path, and then you cut it off. Do I know that part? Maybe not. But I saw these already made. I know how to use the replicate tool and make duplicates of it to go down the line to create this part right here. Okay. Somebody else showed me this piece here. I know how to replicate it to make the string. So for all of these, I know if you give me those elements, I can make a string of them. I can now go and take these ready-made elements. I didn't create these elements. I found them from somewhere else. I traced them, but I have the vision to take it and create this type of design, to put the triangles, to put this design, to put this, and space it. But then there is the person that knew how to make this. Come back. You know what I'll do? Did I make this? No. But can I look at this and know exactly how to make it? Sure can. And knowing how to make this will probably be one of the last free videos y'all get from me, where I'm going to make this, I'm going to replicate this design and show you every step. And when I do that, you tell me, when you say, I want to make my own SVGs, do you really want to make your own SVGs from scratch? Or you want to customize your own SVGs? Because I want to take ready-made elements, know how to put them together and arrange them to customize it where it's different. I use it in a different way than how it came. Or do you want to be the person that knows exactly how to make each and every one of these elements? It's a big difference. It's a big difference. And then that's just the front part. Y'all do know this back part is more graphic designing, right? That's when now the front part, we can do that in Silhouette. You can do that in Cricut Design Space. But now that background, they had to do this part. And then that background now comes from Photoshop, Affinity Photo, things like that. Because then those are brush tools. That's using your soft brush and doing different colors. That's doing blend modes. And you're like, wait, what? This can easily be done in 2 different programs. Y'all are trying to do everything from one program, and some of y'all trying to do it all from Word. Baby, look here. Word is a document software. is meant to make some resumes, some essays, some documents. Can you do some things in it? And people use it to add, but it's documents. Let's normalize using a design software for design and stop trying to figure out how to do it in Word. Can you do it? Yes. Is it for that? No. Somebody doing this probably designed this top part in Illustrator because it's vector. It's a lot easier to do it in a vector program. But then the background to do blend modes, do this, do that, and to have these fades. You can't create fades like this in vector-based programs. You have to now combine Photoshop. Oh, but what's the best program I can use for free? I can tell you one of the best program for free with your design, baby. Because then other programs allow you to do other stuff. And then you combine them. So that's going to, when y'all see it, what type of designer do you want to be? I'm going to show you this in Silhouette Studio. So I'm going to create each element, and you'll see how much time it is to create each element of this. And then I'm going to show, once the elements are done, what it takes to put them together. And you guys will see in real time what it takes to do that. All right. So I'm going to hop off. Ow. Dang it, my arm is itching. I'm going to get off. And she says, listen, I'm ready to send the offering. Money sign HS Inc. 365 on Cash App. I'm just playing. But not playing. Everything is HS Inc. 365. So if you want to send a little love offering, but no, it's not necessary. But I'm gonna go off. And it's going to be on Silhouette. It's only going to be on Silhoueholics Anonymous. It's not going to be anywhere else. And I'm going to do this design. What it takes to make this design. I did not design this. I purchased this and put it on. I get a bunch of people ask me about this one too. They love this. They love this mug design. It's just, and I didn't have to do nothing to it. Got it, cropped it, printed it, and made it go all the way around the mug. Hey. But I'm going to do this design right after this because I can ready for my class because I have a class tonight. So I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to show you. And so when you say 30 minutes, what do you mean when you want to do in that 30 minutes? 30 minutes to just put a name, crop a picture, or 30 minutes to design from scratch? So if you want to see that, come on back to Silhoueholics Anonymous on YouTube, not on Facebook, because I ain't got time to try and figure out 2 different places for comments. So come watch me on YouTube, Silhoueholics Anonymous, and I'm going to do this like in 2 shakes of a... Wait, what did he used to say? I'm old school. Y'all remember Love Connection? And we'll be back in 2 and 2. And then he used to always say, we'll be back in 2 shakes of a... Is somebody tail? But I can't remember what he used to say. He used to always say, we'll be back in 2 and 2, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, or 2 shakes of something's tail. It's old school TV. I can't remember what that was. Of a lamb's tail. There you go. See? Look at my... Y'all showing y'all age. Y'all showing y'all age. I knew it was somebody's tail. I couldn't remember what it was. It's been a little minute. You know, I come from the era where the TV used to turn off at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you used to get the little shh. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, you got, oh, say, can you see? Before TV came back on. Yeah, that's what these great, you know. I come from that era. Definitely come from that era. If you don't know what it means to have your TV cut off and just show snow or just show the colored lines, I can't talk to you. If you don't wake up to the national oh say can you see before you can watch TV, can't help you. So all right, y'all. I'll be back over on the other platform so that I can do that and then get ready for my class. All right. So she says, me too. I know, right? She says Project Terror. I will be on Silhoueholics Anonymous's YouTube channel. Silhoueholics Anonymous YouTube channel. Loretta says, what's my Cash App? It's on here somewhere. Where is it? It's just HS Inc. 365. Everything is, yeah, HS Inc. 365 is the Cash App. I thought I had a banner with it, but I don't. HS Inc. 365. Yep. All right. So I shall be back over there. All right. Later. She says, oh, I can relate. Snow all over the TV. Volume is loud. All right. Later, guys. I shall see you in a minute. Peace. I knew that. I know what you meant. Not me. All right. How do you get in which class? So for this one that I'm going to do now, just go to my YouTube. It's going to be free. But now my class tonight, creative business is not open right now. My class for we're going over profit by the numbers. We're going to break down how much you want to make, and then how do you get there? What does it look like breaking that down? What does that look like breaking it down each week, each month, each month, each week, each day, each hour? What do you have to do to reach that number? How many different things? Like, that's what we do in profit by the numbers. Like, let's say we have someone in there and they say, okay, I make candles. My goal is to make this amount. All right. So we go through it and work our way backwards to figure out, so how many candles do you have to make to get that number each week, and to be able to have them finished to sell to make that number? That's what I do in profit by the numbers with my creative business student. As I said, I don't focus on the LLC, the this, the that. We focus on the real, what do you do to increase profit? Understanding that sometimes you're going to have to put up you put up capital, and then you are able to pay yourself back from that, because you are making that investment into your business from your personal funds. And then as it makes money, you end up getting your money back from that. But sometimes you're going to have to put up that money. If you're saying you want to make candles and you're wanting to make this amount of money from like the candles, okay, guess what? You're going to have to put up that money before you even sell one. Like, you got to make it before you even sell one candle. So you have to have that money to put up for whatever wax you need, whatever fragrance you need, the vessels, the wicks, the content, like your melts, like your pot to melt the wax, or your boilers to melt the wax. You're going to need your containers to pour it. If you're going to try and make them in certain shapes, you're going to have to buy your molds. Oh yeah, y'all thought I just did shirts. Oh, just because I don't like making candles, that don't mean I don't. I did at one point make candles. Like, gosh, I used to make candles. I never had a desire to sell them. I just went in the craft store and it was like, oh, that's cute. Okay, let's spend some money on that and do this. And so I did it the hard way, and then I brought stuff to do it the easy way. So that's the difference with me. Your girl has tried some of it all. So y'all probably never, like, damn, Shakia know about making candles. Shakia damn sure do. Guess probably still got some stuff to make candles. Used to make soaps too. Like, not like how some people mix soap. Like, used to do like the ready-made ones and like go to the store and know about molds and taking them out and all that stuff. Yeah. I can even talk on that. Like, so when I go in my classes, I can't speak for nobody else, but I can still give you insight on how to run your business. Oh, did y'all know I used to fix cell phones? How you price for that? I used to fix cell phones. I used to break just to fix it. I used to fix computers, like, putting them back together, all that kind of good jazz. Like, yeah, this is what I did. This is what I did in my former life. So when I'm doing creative business and I'm doing profit by the numbers and I'm doing how to scale your business, I'm not just speaking from one perspective and thinking it's going to work for everything. I can go and speak to you in your language and what you do. See, that's the difference between me and the motherfucker, because she bad at what she bad. But let me go for real, so I can go to the studio and show you guys how to do this. All right, y'all. I love you. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace. Oh, can I post the name of it? Let's see. Silaholics Anonymous. This time I did not do like my full thing with everything, but that's how you spell it. Silaholics Anonymous. definitely that. Hey, I fixed it for you. Did you see? I fixed it this morning. I didn't send. I had to rush out of the house because I wasn't ready when Ethan was on his way home. But I did fix it for you this morning, so you should see them on the correct dashboard. You should. Okay. Email me if you didn't see it, because I didn't get a chance to email you and say I fixed it. All right, gotta go. Peace.